welcome to tonight's recap of So You Think You Can Dance. This is actually the second half of the first episode because our DVR crapped out on us that night.
So we finally got around to reviewing it.
So here are the auditions from San Francisco.
San Francisco.
How many drinks have you had tonight?
3. Is the home of rice-a-roni, because that's the San Francisco treat.
Alright, so Nigel, Tice, and Tony Redpath are here to judge. Well, they're not here, but they were there.
Alright, so they started off with a young Kate Gosselin, a.k.a. Amber.
She was crazy.
She was a pistol. And you know what? She could actually dance, too. So she was really good, and it was a straight through to Vegas for her.
I'm excited to see what kind of energy she's going to bring.
I am, too. And her haircut was like the updated Kate Gosselin. Well, a short, updated Kate Gosselin. Because everybody knows Kate Gosselin has long hair now.
Go have another glass of wine.
Okay.
Alright. Next up was Timothy. He's a b-boy.
He was so parkour, though. I mean, I wouldn't... If I had seen his style and they hadn't said he was b-boy, I would have been like, this is so much more.
Yeah.
So much more tricks. I mean, he had no top rock or anything, so he wasn't traditional. They sent him to choreography, and unfortunately, he didn't even get to dance for them because he injured his knee.
Honestly, I don't think he was going to handle the choreography that well anyway.
He didn't want to make it unfair for the female he was dancing with. Alright, so Aisha was up next, and she was freak style.
First of all, she's missing a tooth. Girl, I know where you're coming from. Been there before.
It completes the whole look, though. The rainbow eyeshadow and all.
The boots.
Yeah.
Alright, we're not just saying this, but she told everyone she was a stripper at one time, so...
And they loved it, and they loved her, but...
Stripper with a heart of gold.
You're getting your shows mixed up.
Project Runway.
Alright. Yeah, they loved her, but not the whole dancing.
It was a no for this show.
Too much booty popping. Too much booty in the pants.
Yeah.
Alright, so Marcus' shiny shirt was up next. It was a no.
No.
They could barely see him. And the hot cup of vomit guy, with the stringy, vomity hair.
He's like dancing to Chopin. What?
It wasn't good.
And then his toenails, like...
Oh, that was just wrong and scary.
Moving on.
Danielle, she was up next. Her dad left the family because he lost his job.
That was quite a story.
And they were homeless, so her mom basically took over and gave her everything that she is now.
Good for them.
Yeah, she really wanted it bad, too. And she didn't really blow everybody out of the water. But she did good enough to make it to choreography.
And then in choreography, they were like, oh, who's that? Who's that in the pink top?
Why, it's Danielle.
Yes, so she moved on to Vegas.
Right. Ashley was up next. And she's Ashy style.
No, Ashley style.
Ashley style.
Ashley style.
She was super flexible.
Some lotion.
She was super flexible. So they sent her to Vegas right away because they really liked her. Now, the next guy coming up, Deonki, or Deonki.
I love the name.
He was all about the rise of the underdog.
And he didn't even know what to call it, but it's a rise.
Right, and his head was fighting itself. He had this black and white geometric pattern.
Yin yang.
Yeah, although it didn't really, not really, it was just black and white. You're black, you're white.
Alright.
So
he was really, really, really emotional.
He was just a laugh away from a tear.
As Lady Gaga was. I don't think so. I think he was at that tear point.
I think he was a scream away from the hospital.
I don't know.
He needed major freak out control
but he was like,
end.
I don't even care if I make it. Like, this was a performance. This is what I wanted to do. And they were just like, okay, thanks for wasting our time. Goodbye.
Yeah. Tony Redpath, I believe, was like, this was such a waste of time. All right, day 2 time. Jeffrey up first. There was a lot of b-boys. He was another b-boy. He was a hustler when he was a little kid.
He did the head skateboard.
We love the head skateboard.
We've been raving about it since it was in, I think, Step Up.
Step Up, yeah.
Because we always thought, like, ooh, I wonder how they did that in the movie. We actually thought there was, like, a skateboard on their, like a mini skateboard on their forehead. But that's real. People do that.
He was a more traditional b-boy, you know, with the top rock and all that. And he was, yeah, he really was talented. He's in it to win it, Randy. All right, so he made it to Vegas. Ryan was up next. She. This is so confusing for me.
She almost made it last season. She was in the top 24. But she didn't make it last season.
Right. So they kind of played a little mind game on her, and they were like,
Yes, to choreography. They were like, we'll see you later. And then he's like, come and get your ticket.
That was such BS. I mean, come on.
So yeah, she's going to Vegas.
Right. Then there was the creepy shapeshifter guy who was like, hey, this is my signature move. This is an insect.
The insect.
It was creepy.
It was scary.
Gonna have nightmares.
So then we got a lesson on turf dancing, which is taking up room on the floor. And I guess it started
There's 4 elements. Well,
where'd they say it started?
San Francisco?
No.
Oh.
Burbank? Oh.
Burbank?
Somewhere in California.
Okay. First thing you gotta have is swagger. Everybody knows what that is.
Then you have to have feet work.
Right.
Also known as footwork. Maybe it's something different. I don't know.
I don't know. Then you gotta have pantomiming, which is pretending you're doing something.
And finally, you gotta do your storytelling.
I thought storytelling and pantomiming was the same thing, but
no.
Apparently it's not. Alright, so the guy who actually performed this style was Levi, aka a dummy.
He was so good.
He was incredible.
I love the feet work when they look like they're on ice and they're just gliding around.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
I can't believe they sent him to choreography. And unfortunately it was a no from choreography. That was crap.
I hope he comes back.
I hope so too. So next time, which happens to be tomorrow, it's Salt Lake City and New York City.
New York. Okay, sorry.
Till next time, much love.